Hello, you beautiful souls. So here we are. It's Lane Smith Brown of WeirdHummingbirds.com, and I've got a series here that we've done. We've had 4 already, and this is the 5th, and I suspect it's going to be the last one. We've talked about how ideas get planted in our mind, how we have lots of common experiences from one human to the next, depending on how we got our start in life. The characters and the situations may have changed, but the impressions that a lot of that stuff left in us is very similar. And lots of that is around this idea of unworthiness. We've picked it up from culture, we've picked it up from church, we've picked it up from a variety of places. And it's an emotion that has us acting as if we have no power. So we've been talking about how all of those things that are taking you away from the magnificence that is you are power leaks, and their behaviors and their thoughts and their beliefs and their emotions. They're a variety of different things. It just depends on how you took it in. We've also talked about how sometimes you just have crappy days, and you can kind of get swallowed up by some of those negative emotions and feel another level of unworthiness, that you haven't stuck to what it is you wanted to do in creating change in your life. So where I want to go with this is this question just popped into my mind of, what are we feeding ourselves? Be aware of when you're in the dailiness of your day. Who are you listening to? Are you listening to the nattering voices inside your head that are calling you down? Are you listening to somebody in your life who's negative, and either they kind of throw things at you in a negative way or in an underhanded way? They might direct it to you, they might direct it to themselves, they might direct it to others. There's things we watch on TV or observe in social media. There's all kinds of places where we're feeding our mind things that contradict the truth of who we are, that we are magnificent, that we are powerful, that we are connected to something that is beyond this human experience. Doesn't matter what you choose to call it. There is something real. And the reason I say it's real is I've experienced it. There's all kinds of people who've experienced it. You've had those moments in your life where everything was lit up and everything made sense. Might have been for a really short period of time, but you know what I'm talking about. What we're trying to do here is extend the length of time on those connections, or those periods of connection, so that you kind of get this lift into this next version of yourself, the version that keeps getting closer and closer and closer to the truth of who you are, so that there becomes this comfort in living life at this higher level, of this level of connection, of this level of authentic power that feels good for one thing, but it also acts as an inspiration to the people around you. Again, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to be in this level of high spirit all the time, but I want you to be aware of what you are feeding in your life. Are you feeding the old stories? Are you feeding the guilt? Are you feeding the shame? Are you feeding the disconnection? Or are you looking at opportunities and ways for you to elevate your experience, to learn more about how amazing you are and what you're connected to? Getting a clear understanding of the gaps you have in your experience that are interrupting that connection to that higher higher version of yourself. If you're just beginning in this work, or if you're advanced and you're just kind of trying to navigate another level, these are the kinds of things we need to be talking about. We need to be talking about, where is it that I can start to fine tune, or I can zero in a little bit more on, where am I unconsciously or consciously taking myself away from the powerful being that I am? Where am I forgetting what that is? Now, if you're caught in a place where you can't remember at all that you're connected to this and you're skeptical, there's some tools I have that are going to help you kind of navigate some of that and start to question some of the stuff in your mind. If you're a little more advanced, we've got some help for that too. But even if all you do right now is listen to these 5 videos and get encouraged to be aware of where you're spending your time and energy, what voices are you choosing to listen to, you're going to be well served. I want the voices that you listen to be the ones that encourage your power, that celebrate your power, that magnify your power. I want this for you, period. I experience this in my life. I don't experience it 24/7, but I do experience it. And it's such an amazing thing. I want you to experience it too. So that's it for this little video series. Keep watching either the YouTube channel or Instagram, because we keep posting different stuff there. I love you. I love that you're curious. I love that you're doing this work. See you next time.